For the crostata, we're gonna need a half stick plus 7 tablespoons of soft butter. And then we're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar. We're gonna add the ingredients together and then we're gonna cream the butter with the sugar. Now we're gonna add some flavor to the crostata. So we're gonna add a tablespoon of honey, and this will give you a nice golden color. We're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. In between of mixing, always remember to scrape the bowl because you don't want that the ingredients get stuck at the bottom. Now we're gonna sift 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and we're gonna sift it twice. Sifting it twice is gonna help to remove any lumps, and you will see that the flour will become very, very soft and very, very fine. Now the flour will be added to the butter mixture, and this is a very important step. Do not overmix the flour and the butter. What does it mean? It means that it takes really just a few seconds for the flour to be absorbed in the butter. When the flour it's absorbed and you see that it's nice and well combined, it's time to stop the machine. Do not overmix it. If you mix it even for like over a minute, that's way too much. It will, after cook, it will become what in Italian is called, in a slang word, glassy. It will become very hard. It will have a very hard texture. So it's very important that you do not overmix the butter. As you can see, the dough doesn't stick to my hands. This means that it has the right consistency. I am flattening the dough, so it will help me when I am going to roll it out. I will achieve the right thickness in a much easier way. I am now covering the dough with a plastic film, and then I'm gonna let it rest in the fridge for 2 hours. The dough has now rested for 2 hours, and now I am going to roll it out until I reach 1/8 of an inch of thickness. After I am done rolling, the dough will go back in the fridge for about other 10 minutes just to set. The extra 10 minutes in the fridge helps with the introduction of the dough into the mold. It makes the job much easier because the butter is chilled again. After pressing the dough so it can adhere to all the walls, I pass the rolling pin on top of the mold to remove all the excess of dough. And now I will refine the shape of my tart by gently pressing against the walls of the mold to give it like the typical tart shape. If there are any leftover peaks sticking out from the mold, I will remove them with the paring knife. If I see any missing spots in the tart, I will patch them with some extra pieces of dough. Now I grab a fork and poke the bed of the tart with it. I will cover all the surface. This will prevent the formation of the bubbles when you're cooking it. After I'm done poking the tart, I will cook it at 375 for 14 minutes. Every appliance is different, so make sure to keep an eye on it. I go for a golden brown color. The tart is cooked. Now I will let it cool down completely, and then I will remove it from the mold and fill it with the ganache. I made a chocolate ganache to go with my tart, but the fillings that can be used are endless. It can go from chocolate to pastry cream. It can be used lemon curd, diplomat cream. It really depends on the people preference. Here, as you can see, I am piping the chocolate ganache inside of the tart. Please don't mind my not very good skills of decorating. For me, it's still a work in progress. So I am trying to get better on a cake decorating and dessert decorating. And at the end, I had some raspberries to give a touch of class to the tart. I hope this recipe was helpful. Thank you so much for watching.